Right now, I'd like to invite Dr. Shiyu Zhou to the podium. He is the former director of the Global Internet Freedom Consortium and an internationally recognized expert on censorship circumvention technology. And he has testified on the issue before the United States Congress and appeared in news articles in the New York Times, Newsweek, ABC News, and other outlets. Dr. Zhou attended Tsinghua University in Beijing and earned his PhD in computer science from Rutgers. He was formerly a computer scientist at the Mathematical Sciences Research Center at Bell Labs and spent 4 years as faculty member at the University of Pennsylvania. Dr. Zhou currently teaches computer engineering at Rutgers University.
Thank you, Neela. So I guess I have 5 minutes to talk about Internet anti-censorship efforts that we have been engaged over the past 10 years. So I think Ethan just said, the severity of this Internet challenge to the Chinese regime. If we think about, what Mao, the first communist emperor in China, said about how to control the country. He said the party needs to control two things to control the party. One is the gun, the other is the pen. So we can see that they put pen or information control as important as the gun. So you can see that this information censorship is how important for the regime to maintain its power. So over the past 10 years, we can see it's really, we use the no less important word, it's really like a warfare, information warfare. It's not just a simple, like a game, or many people say it's a cat and mouse game. Yes, it is a cat and mouse game, but it's more like a warfare. Very fierce warfare, information warfare over the internet between China and our team. So the censorship technology in Beijing and the anti-censorship technology of ours are growing or developed in a very competitive way, shoulder by shoulder over the past 10 years. I can give you a couple of examples. In 2002, when Golden Shield was at its full speed to build up with the help of the Cisco, as Ethan mentioned, and China developed for the first time a technology to filter keywords. Okay, so that's the first time. Now it's much more sophisticated than that. But at that time, it was kind of a very, I would say, from current point of view, it's kind of naive thing that they do. So what they did is that they censor keywords, whether it's Tibet, Taiwan, Falun Gong, democracy, all those things, human rights, all filtered when whether it's sending email or let's say going through some web pages. Okay. So then there was one, our team at that time have realized that some of our communications were filtered out by the Chinese. So then they come up with the idea, of course, first encryption. Okay, we use encryption, and also they conspicuously started promoting one website that is the ending words of the Chinese propaganda website called Xinhua Net. The Xinhua agency, probably people know, that's the main party agency for propaganda. They use the last few words, few letters of that website. And then the Chinese realized that we began to promote this site, and they started to censor the site. And that led to the censoring of the Xinhua agency news site itself. So there was a big blast in Chinese society because Xinhua Net was not readable, even in China. So then, of course, they need to modify the technology. So I have the pictures here that shows that the government site was banned basically in China in 2002 for their own censorship. Okay, so of course then they have to modify the technology. So many stories like this that shows that this kind of very competitive competition in terms of developing censorship and anti-censorship technology. And in 2006, at the time that we have already developed a already pretty much mature technology that is already unstoppable by the Chinese. Then what happens is that we encountered an incident that happened, as Ethan mentioned. If you see this picture, okay, so it's like a ransack of a home, okay, and this picture is like a torture, okay, of a victim. You might think, well, this must happen in some Chinese prison, okay, or in China somewhere, but actually it is not. It happened in an affluent suburb in Atlanta. Okay. So this is Dr. Peter Yuan Li is a chief engineer of our consortium, and he was severely attacked by a whole bunch of Asian-looking people, suspected Chinese agents, and we know who did this. And they stole nothing, but they beat him very badly and stole nothing but 2 of his laptops and a whole bunch of files from his home. So you can see a frustrating government, okay, and use this kind of coward action against people who trying to bring free flow information into the society, help the people there. So you can see they take this internet issue as Hu Jintao says, this kind of top priority of the party to purify the internet to maintain the stability of the socialist state. So you can see they take this as a kind of strategic level importance project to do in China. But no matter what, at this time, the technology-wise, that every dollar we spend here, China would need to spend hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars to counter us, because this is a asymmetric warfare of the internet. But the difficulty we're facing indeed is the resources. Okay? Ethan mentioned this, that we have started approaching Congress to ask for help, support from the U.S. government since 2006, at a time where Dr. Li was attacked. So far, there's still not much progress in this regard. But the thing is that if we see the traffic growth between China and Iran, give this example, we can see how resources is important in this internet warfare. The traffic, to have traffic grow in China is very difficult because they put in so much amount of resources against us. Okay? Tens of thousands of internet players, hundreds of thousands of internet monitors, and golden shield, multi-billion-dollar golden shield against us, 24/7. But the traffic in Iran can grow so fast that we cannot even take it. Okay? Last year, when the election protest broke out in Iran, within a week, the traffic in Iran grew 600%, 6 times, and crashed our servers. So we had to restrict the traffic from Iran in order to allow people to use our services, because Iran doesn't have that much resources as China to block us. So that's you can see resources critically important in this information program. I guess I use more than 5 minutes. I'm sorry, but this is just
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope we can get to more of your information during the Q&A. It was a fascinating but chilling account, and it just really does point out that we live in a global age, and it is very frightening what is happening to people right here very close to home in the United States. I take comfort that, Dr. Zhou, that you have the knowledge, courage, and dedication to be tracking this issue.